So this is a new look. Recently, I've been feeling like my hair has been thinning. It's not as thick and full as it used to be. Hello, menopause. So I've been combing the aisles, the shelves, the websites, looking for products that would help with my fine, thinning hair. I like my hair to be like a little voluminous. I like big, bouncy curls. I do my hair in all sorts of ways. Sometimes I like blow it out straight. Sometimes I blow it out with curls. Sometimes I use curling products for just let my natural curls be. But recently, I've been really craving like thick, full, voluminous hair. So I've gone down a bit of a rabbit hole trying different products and techniques to see what would work for my hair. So I'm only going to show you the products that are working for my hair, not the ones that haven't, because I'm not going to encourage you to spend money where you don't need to. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm obviously into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because you know you're going to come back for more. Yeah, so obviously I've been doing a lot with the Velcro rollers. I think this is the third time in my lifetime that I have purchased Velcro rollers. I buy them, it feels like every 10 years. I use them for a year or so, and then I'm like, I'm never gonna use these again, and I toss them. The most recent purchase was these here. I got them at Ulta, and what I really like about them, you can tell they have foam centers, and for whatever reason, I don't know, but I don't have to use like clips or pins or anything to hold it in. They really hold very securely. So I'm super thrilled with them. I will put a picture and a link to these in my description box. Everything will be linked in the description box as always. But I've actually really been enjoying these. Now, some people, it's funny, when I was reading the reviews, I can tell when a product is being used wrong because it gets like 5 stars and 1 star. And when there's such a broad range like that, then I know people aren't using it right. Most people said it makes their hair, it hurts when they take them out and it makes their hair look frizzy. I know what they're doing wrong, so I'll show you how to do it right so you're not suffering with them. Now, second, can you see these here that I have in the sides? These, they were TikTok viral. There's a woman, I cannot remember her name. I am terrible with remembering TikTok names. But it's this beautiful woman from Texas, and she has the most insane mane I've ever seen. Super thick, and she was putting these in like this way in her hair, and I've tried that a couple times, and it just doesn't turn out cute for me. So I've been doing it this way and it's actually giving me what I want. Now, yes, I could use these big ones all over, but I don't really want everything to be super fluffy. I really just like adding more volume at the crown. That's where I really want it. And at the base, then I just let my natural waves be. So I just think that these have been giving me just a little extra oomph that I want. Now, here's the caveat. When I take these out, it's a little different every time. So I have no idea what we're gonna get. I will tell you, I have 4 going right down the center and I have 2 on each side and they're all going back. Sometimes I will do like 2 in the center, like if I'm gonna do like a part down the middle, and I will sometimes roll them forward because that actually gives a ton of volume. I find that I get less volume when I roll this front one back, but that's okay. Like, I like different looks. So let's blah, 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 and get on with the show. Let me show you what I've been using recently. So the first and most important thing to do is have a heat protectant. And you know, recently I've fallen in love with the, what is his name again? His name is Chris, and he goes by, Jesus, I cannot remember anything. Something Professor. I will link him down below. He recommends for my hair type, this is the from Redken, the big blowout. It's a heat protecting blowout jelly. Now, it doesn't give me the big volume that I want. That's fine. It's a heat protectant. I use for my amount of hair this much. I rub it thoroughly in my hands and I go from my mid-lengths down. I really concentrate on the ends because that's where most of the damage can really be done. And yeah, I've used lots of heat protectants, many which I love. This one I'm currently enjoying very much. As you can tell, it gives a nice sleekness. It still keeps my hair shiny. I use a round brush when I'm blowing out, and I actually blow out my hair completely. It might be slightly damp, but my roots and scalp are completely dry and my ends are, I'm gonna say like 90% dry. The reason I do that is because I want to really concentrate with my round brush. Where is it? The reason I do that is because I really want to concentrate with my round brush using the heat so I can get just these subtle soft curls and just having a little bit of moisture in there. This works perfect. And having the heat protectant keeps my ends from getting like frizzy and crisp. All right, so round brush, heat protectant, and then I go in with this. I'm sure you have seen it all over the internet from Color Wow. This is the Raise the Root Thicken and Lift Spray. It was actually really hard to find in stores for quite a while. and the salon I go to carries it, so it's always on the shelves there. At first when I used it, I didn't like it because on here it says spray onto damp hair. It didn't work that well for me when I did that. And then I saw Chris, what the hell's his name? You know, he's like J-Lo's hairstylist. He's Kim Kardashian's stylist, whatever, you know, that gorgeous blonde behemoth of a man. I saw him using this on Instagram and TikTok, and he always uses it on a dry head of hair. So once I started doing that, it changed the game. So basically all I do is, you can tell, I take about these 2-inch wide sections with my hairbrush. I start from the back and I spray 2 sprays like on the top side and 2 sprays on the underside. I just brush it through with my paddle brush, and then I roll these in and I leave them sit for a minimum of 20 minutes, but usually the entire time I'm doing my makeup and whatever other futzing around I'm doing. So it could usually be about an hour. At this point, these have been in for over an hour. Now, I also, of course, use these little clippies here. So far, I think that like the number of these little appliances that are in my hair are the right ones for me. Why don't we just do the reveal? Now with these here, you gotta be careful. You open them up, hold onto your hair at the root, and then gently pull these out. And as long as you go slow and gentle, you're not gonna ruin your hair. And you can see I've gotten just a little bit of lift at the roots, which is all I wanted. All right, let's take these out. Same thing with these. The best thing to do is to hold them on the ends and unroll them, holding at the bottom, and you can gently pull out, and you see it just pulls out really easily. These people who are like, oh, rip my hair out, I don't know what you're doing. And you can see, look at this. It's crazy. The hold that I'm getting from the raise the root is insane. Crazy, isn't it? Now I've done this a couple ways. Sometimes I'll just run my fingers through my hair and like loosen them up. Sometimes I'll go in with my paddle brush. Where is it? It is hotter than Hades in this room. I'm gonna be glistening and glowing. But as you can see, I just gently brush through. And you can see I have insane volume. Now I can move it around, do a side part if I'm in the mood. Both sides work. I will say the more that I mess with it, the more the volume comes down slowly. So if I feel like I'm having a day where it's just too puffy, then I will just play with it at the roots, putting my fingers through it. But if I feel like it's right, then I will set it. I'm kind of feeling side part today. Recently I purchased, and actually I had this a long time ago from Color Wow. This is the cult favorite firm and flexible hairspray. What I love about this is it's a completely clear hairspray. I'm sure you think most hairsprays are clear. They're very often not. They have either like a yellow tinge to them, which can actually dull hair. It can make it look not as shiny. It can actually make it look a little more like brassy. It's not cute. This here is completely color free, and it actually says super fast drying plus strong hold, won't distort color, which is huge because I spend a lot of money getting this color. Before we spray it, can you tell like how just using these on the side gave me just the right amount of zhuzh? I have before not used them, and just the Ada across the top, and it just looked a little like I was something missing. Just these little babies made a huge difference for me. But before I put that in, I can't believe I almost skipped this. My new favorite product is from Olaplex. It's the No. 7 Bonding Oil. Here again, this was recommended from Chris, Blowout Professor. That's his name. Literally 2 drops is all I use. Rub it in my hands, and I concentrate it on my ends. I just want to make sure that they are looking shiny and healthy, and that the heat from the blow dry styling hasn't like crisped it up at all. And actually it really helps with maintaining my hair like on second day. I still can't decide, middle part or side. Maybe like this. I haven't done this way in a while. And I'm going to use just a little bit of this spray just to hold it. I know I want this piece out of my eyes, even though it looks sexier in my face. It's annoying. And then just an overall spray, just a little bit to help hold. And now my hair is voluminous, it's soft, it looks healthy, it feels healthy, it's shiny. I'm in love with this. Now, listen, it's a lot of work, don't get me wrong. I probably only do it like this once a week when I just want to really be feeling myself. This is not an everyday hair routine for me, but it's just one of those that really makes me, I don't know, makes me feel good about my hair. Now, on the days that I don't want to do this whole routine, I recently picked up from Bondi Boost. This is their Volume and Texture Styling Cream. This is completely different than what all these other products are. This actually gives my whole head of hair like a thicker appearance. So, you know how when you see your stylist use products and they're like, only use a little bit, and they like fill their entire palm? Well, I went a little overboard the first time. That did not work out. I found that for my hair, this is all that I need to use for my entire head. Here again, rub it between my hands, go from my mid-lengths down, really concentrating on my mid-lengths, and whatever is left on my hands, which is just a film, it's not much at all, then I will take it and like rub it gently through the roots and around the crown of my hair. I don't do a lot, especially in this area, because if you get too much, it will look a little heavy and weighed down and a little bit greasy. I've done that twice, but I learned my lesson, so I'm only using the tiniest amount, and it only gives like a little bit of volume at the crown, but what it really does is make the rest of my hair look and feel thicker. So it may not be volume, but it's definitely a thickening appearance. Not to mention it's so easy because I just put it on my damp hair and then blow dry, so it's great for everyday easy styling. And then of course I go in with a No. 7 bonding oil because this is part of my everyday routine now. And can you see, it looks like I haven't used anything out of here, and I've used this every day for 3 weeks. So when you see the price of it and you're like, ugh, it's actually a really good value. And there you have it. Voila, my new volumizing routine. Now I know some of you don't want quite this amount of volume, so just take a few of these, maybe 3, and go down the center of your hair. Definitely use this Raise the Root. I had purchased the other one. I said I wasn't going to tell you anything about it. There's another volumizing product that Color Wow has. It's a mousse I do not like. Stick with this one. But like I said, just 3 of these down the center, let it dry, brush it out, and you'll get a little bit more volume. You don't need to be va-va-voom every day. I certainly don't be. So don't be. I certainly am not. And I'm enjoying this throwback to volume, which I used to have, which has kind of been leaving my life recently. All right, of course, you guys, I will leave all these products linked in the description box below. They've come from various places, Sephora, Ulta, the salon that I go to, but I know they carry this at both Sephora and Ulta. And actually, both of these I got at Ulta. I feel like I got a lot from Ulta. All right, you guys, that is all for today. As always, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon.